Good night, everyone. Yeah, man, the time out, man. Time out everywhere. So welcome, guys. What's up? How was your paper two? I know that some people are saying that was easy. Especially if you're on the paper two live. Then you think you're ready for paper one. You hearing me well? Just indicate if you're hearing me in the chat. Okay, good. All right, so we'll be giving the others at least the two or some minutes before we start. Um, oh. Good night, Jada. What's up? Good night, good night, good night. Good night, everyone. Let me know if you're seeing the screen well. We have 30 people thus far. Gonna begin soon. Chrissy, what's up? All right, so we're gonna look at the 2011 paper one. Should be pretty standard. All right, so we're gonna go through together. Sometimes paper one is a little bit tricky. Sometimes the questions are extremely close. Sometimes two answers can be right, but it's which one more correct or best suited. Right? So sometimes you can have instances where it's very close. You have instances where I think two answers can be accepted. but most often than not, it's going to be, some of them is going to be very tight, and it's going to be the ones that is best um, suited. All right, so share the live as best as possible, like it as best as possible. More you like it, the more persons can get on, and we can help each other to get that one. All right, so let's go. Let's go. So, first question in this one states, four types of specialized cell in the human, right? And number one states that which cell transmit nerve impulses. So which cell transmit nerve impulses? Let's go. Quick and fast. Which cell transmit nerve impulses? All right, so seeing C. C is a popular answer. You sure it's not B? You sure it's not B? The positive is not B. No B. No D. No D. What if I C? No D. Yes, guys, it's C. Of course, C is the nerve cell. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. All right, let's move on to question 2, which says that the main function of the Viskin tube is to act as a what? Is it a plastic bag, a permeable membrane, a non-permeable membrane, or partially permeable membrane? So this one is representing osmosis. So which one would it be? We're seeing D. We're seeing C. Is the C for this one? Non-permeable membrane or D? So partially permeable or non-permeable. We're seeing D. We're seeing D. I'm seeing B. I'm seeing D and B. I'm seeing B. I'm seeing B. All right, guys. So remember that in this one, we're looking at osmosis, right? So we are looking at, we can see that this tube here has 20% sugar solution that's outside and 40% sugar solution that's inside, right? So where would the water be going? You know, what would be happening? Where would the water be going in this case? Will it be going inside the Viskin tube, or will it be going outside? Where would the water be going? It's going into the tube, inside where? Inside the Viskin tube or in the beaker? Which one? Inside the Viskin tube. Okay. So if it's going inside the tube, right, that means it has to be going in. So it has to be some sort of permeable membrane, right? So rule out plastic bag, right? But remember that what is osmosis? Osmosis is the movement of water particles from a high concentration to low concentration, right, across a semi-permeable membrane, right? So therefore the answer would be D, right? Because D, partially permeable membrane and semi-permeable is the same. It wouldn't be permeable. The only thing that's permeable would be the cell wall of an animal, of a plant cell, sorry. The cell wall of a plant would be the only thing that's permeable, meaning that it goes straight through. But semi-permeable or selectively permeable is the same. That means it pick and choose what it can let out. So some things it let in, some things it doesn't. All right. So understand why that is D and not B, because permeable means that it goes through, without any sort of resistance. So we understand why that is D. The answer is D there. Yes, no? Yes, no? Do we understand why? Great. Excellent. So we move on. Now, question 3 that states that for which of the following processes occurs after several hours? Is it water moves from the beaker into the Viskin tube? Is it water move from the Viskin tube into the beaker? Right? Is it sugar move from the beaker into the Viskin tube? Or sugar move from the Viskin tube into the beaker? Which one of those answers you think is best suited? Come on, guys. Let's move with the liveliness. We want some liveliness. All right, I'm scrolling up. I'm scrolling up. Give me some life, man. The life look rude. Life look boring. Give me some life, man. Life. Let's go. Let's go. Let us go. So I'm seeing A. I'm seeing C. I'm seeing C. I'm seeing C. Come on, guys. Me not like when you answer that. I just want to let on that type, you know. Oh God, man. I'm thinking I go answer. Come on, man. Let's push answers, man. Let's push answer. We don't want to go through as much paper as possible, man. I'm seeing A, I'm seeing C. 32 people on the live, man. Supposed to shoot. 34 now. Supposed to shoot answers, man. Let's go. Let's go. I'm seeing 2A. Jada, you say C. I'm seeing A. Right? All right, guys, it can't be C because remember that C, sugar particle would no longer be osmosis, it would be diffusion, right? Because sugar is not a water particle, right? So you have to remember that we are dealing with osmosis. These are two questions that are two related questions, right? We're dealing with osmosis. So it can be sugar because then if we talk about sugar now, it would be diffusion, right? So therefore the answer would be either A or B, right? It will be either A or B. So it has to be, it can't be B because water moved from the Viskin tube into the beaker, don't make sense, right? Because the water won't be moving from the Viskin tube because if we look, the Viskin tube has 40% sugar solution. So therefore, there is less water outside of the Viskin tube. So therefore, that's a higher concentration of water. Remember that osmosis is the movement of water particles from high concentration to a low concentration, right? So the sugar in the Viskin tube is 40%, right? That means outside of the Viskin tube is 20%. That means inside of a Viskin tube have 60% water, while pure water, while outside of a Viskin tube has 80% water. So that water will be moving from the beaker into the Viskin tube because it's moving from a place of higher concentration to a place of lower concentration. We see how we get that? We see how we get that? For the people who weren't saying A, you see how we get A as the answer? We understand that. If we see that come back again in another format, can we get that? When I look tired tonight, man, the answer them come lame. Come on, I know something like the lame, you know. And them fast, man. Yeah, me like to see chatter a speed. I love the speed, man. Give me the energy. Let's go, man. Let's go. All right. So next one states that question 4. Which of the following factors is not necessary for photosynthesis to take place? Which one of the following factors is not necessary for photosynthesis to take place? All right. Is that water, oxygen, sunlight, or carbon dioxide? I'm seeing carbon dioxide. I'm seeing B. I'm seeing B. I'm seeing oxygen. I'm seeing B. I'm seeing a lot of B. I'm seeing a lot of B. I'm seeing B because oxygen is a byproduct. All right, big words. TJ, byproduct. Yes, like the big words then. All right, so it's actually B, right? Because for this now, we have to look at the formula for photosynthesis, right? And the formula would be carbon dioxide plus what? Carbon dioxide plus water, right? And those are the raw materials. So you need the raw materials, right? And then now you have sunlight over chlorophyll, right? So that means that you need water, you need carbon dioxide, you need sunlight, right? But you don't need oxygen because, as TJ said, oxygen is a byproduct along with glucose. See that? Everybody see that? Come on, man. Send the chat them, no, man. Let me see, man. Let me see what I go on. Yes, yes. Yes. That's it, man. Let's go. Question 5. It's that. Refers to the following flow chart. So we see phytoplankton, the zooplankton, the small fish, and the large fish. So what's the status of the small fish? Easy, guys. Easy. What's the status of the small fish? Let's go. We're saying the secondary consumer. I'm seeing secondary. I'm seeing a lot of secondary. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of secondary. Actually, yes, C, because it would be phytoplankton would be the producer, and then the zooplankton eat the primary. Then the small fish would be the secondary, and the nutrient found in baked chicken. Yeah, man, simple thing that, man. What's for baked chicken? Come on, man, baked chicken. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Baked chicken. What is baked? Baked chicken. Seeing B. Seeing starch. Chicken is starch. Chicken is starch. We sure she's chicken is starch? We sure that chicken is starch? Remember, it's chicken, you know. It's chicken. It's chicken, it's chicken, it's chicken. All meat are protein. All meat are protein. So it has to be protein. B for protein. JJ, big up yourself, JJ. Right? So B for protein because starch I talk about carbon. Let me say carbon dioxide. Starch I talk about, well, carbon dioxide is a part of carbohydrates. Think about something else. The carbon dioxide I talk about bread and starch, these things, right? So any meat, any at all is protein. Next, so B is an lack of vitamin A. What does that give you? Lack of vitamin A, guys. Let's go. I'm seeing D. I'm seeing A. A, na, A, B, D, D. I'm seeing a lot of D. So A, so remember, guys, that lack of what? So yes, D is correct. D, night blindness, is indeed correct. What vitamin is lacking to give you vitamin A? What vitamin is lacking to give you rickets? What vitamin would you be lacking to get rickets? I mean, I test your knowledge now. Suppose it come back a different way. All right, so you'll be lacking what? Vitamin D, KK? That's what you're saying? Rickets. When you have rickets, what you're lacking? Rickets. When you have rickets. Rickets. Remember rickets. 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 Vitamin D. Right? When you have rickets, it's vitamin D. Right? Rickets is vitamin D. Rickets. Rickets are when your bone them fragile. Right? When your bones are fragile, basically. Rickets, vitamin D. Lacking of vitamin D gives you rickets. So if you never know that, I never remember that, remember it now. Lack of vitamin D gives you rickets. All right. How about anemia? What vitamin lack to give you anemia? What vitamin are you lacking to get anemia? Anemia. You need to know your deficiency disease, guys. You need to know your deficiency disease. Anemia is vitamin K, right? Anemia is vitamin K. Iron is a mineral, right? Lack of iron is a mineral. That's not a vitamin, right? So lack of K, vitamin K, right? So if they ask, all right, you hearing me now? Because it seemed like the internet dropped a while ago. Just giving some issues. You hearing me? Let me know if you're hearing me. Thing. It's back. Should be back. It just freeze. I must apologize. It just freeze. All right. About that. It was freezing. So let's hope it stays stable. All right. We're back. You're hearing me still? All right. So as I was saying, vitamin, if you ask mineral, it would be for anemia, it would be mineral would be iron, but vitamin it would be rickets. Vitamin would be vitamin D for vitamin K for anemia. Sorry. Right, berry. What about berry? What vitamin would be lacking for berry?